notice. So it's kind of a miracle because I know some of y'all, like you have to drive all the way by yourself from Atlanta to a place you've never been. And y'all had to go all the way from Sun Mountain History City to here, so thank y'all for the effort. I need to recognize y'all. I know. I know. So until last weekend, we had not planned to do anything for their 65th because Dad had made it very, very clear that he did not want us to make a big fuss. But we decided to take what he said into consideration and then do what we wanted to do. So roles have kind of reversed in the last couple of years. But everybody who's here tonight, and I wish Bob and Cheryl were here too, but is part of the inner circle of their life at this point. And that circle has shrank a lot over the last few years because they've lost, and y'all have all lost so many family members and friends. And I guess that's part of getting older that I never really thought about until lately. But thank y'all for their 4 living siblings could all be here, which is kind of a miracle. Because they used to have 14 siblings, and now they have 4, and they're all 4 here. And every single one of their in-laws that they have left are here. So that's kind of a miracle too. So I really, really appreciate y'all coming. And then some of their very best friends, like Michael and Bob, we wish Bob was here, and Ginger and Ted and Mary Sue, they're relatives too, but they're also friends. I really appreciate y'all being here. And then Bess, the daughter they wish they had, I really appreciate her being here. And then all their grandkids, except for Jake and Riley, got
It'd
to
be
be
an
here.
improvement, wouldn't it, Beth?
It would.
It would. So thank y'all grandchildren for being here. Dad has told me several times that he does not want the kind of funeral where he doesn't want his funeral to be one where they act like he was a saint. And,
You don't have to worry about that.
I have assured him that he does not have to worry about that at all.
That's right.
But, so I'm not going to say all kinds of flowery thing or pretend that being married for 65 years was easy or simple. If it were, then everybody would celebrate these kind of milestones. And I know there were times it was very hard, and you both made a lot more compromises than you ever thought you'd have to make. I don't think I ever said it, but y'all were a very good team when you were raising your children, for sure. If y'all had different opinions about how to parent, I never knew it, because y'all really were a united team, and we always knew that we were loved and supported. And between the two of y'all, as a team, we always got exactly what we needed, whether it was advice or comfort or more advice or whatever we needed. So thank y'all so much for staying married for 65 years, because through thick and thin, because your love and commitment will leave a legacy. It's given every single person in your family, your children, your in-laws, your grandchildren, their spouses, your grandchildren, a foundation and a rare gift that a lot of people don't get. And I am very, very thankful for that gift. So thank you. Thank you. And I asked Ginger if she wanted to say anything.
Great.
And Bob was going to.
Well, I'm going to stand up. I mean, everybody here knows me, even her grandchildren. And I know y'all know how shy I am. But just to put you at ease, I have done public speaking in my career, so please get comfortable. I just want to start by saying, I'm so glad that y'all are here. 53 years ago, I had a child. Right before that, 2 years before that, I got married. My husband, John Thompson, which most of y'all know, went to Raina, and I went to a Methodist church right outside of Ben Hill. We made the compromise that he didn't want to go to my church, so I said, well, then I don't want to go to your church. But we knew that we were definitely going to have a church. So he took me to Sardis a couple of times, and I visited, and we chose Sardis. When I first came to Sardis, as a married woman, I was 20 years old. So his aunt and uncle, Virginia and Henley, also went to this church. So when I first started, him and Henley and Virginia said, I want to introduce you personally to some of the people here. I think I'm 50 pigs got married. I left and I said, is everybody in this church a pig? And I said, I'm going to try, John. I'll get them straight one day. In fact, heavens, it was a wonderful, wonderful church to be in for many years. During that time, I got pregnant and had my daughter, Amy. Well, y'all all brought food to me as we did. Janice came to my house. I lived in a little four-room house on Atlanta Noonan Road, which now has since gone. But y'all all know what that little house was. It was there for a while. So Janice comes to see me. We met at church, but we didn't really know each other that well. So in my little four-room house, she comes and she's like, oh, your little house is so cute. I'm like, really? Well, okay, thank you. I mean, she was so nice. And I'm like, I like this girl. So we started talking about decorating. Well, we're still talking about decorating. And that has been 53 years later. So she said, I want you to come to my house. Well, her hard-working husband and her had built this beautiful brick home on Hutchinson Ferry. And I'm like, okay, but I still want to be friends with her. So she fixed lunch, and I went over there one day. So I go into this beautiful home, and she was just so delightful. So I said, Janice, how long have y'all lived here? And so she told me. And I said, oh, that's great. We had been talking about, I said, have you ever thought about maybe hanging a few pictures? Or maybe a mirror on the wall that goes with that cabinet? She opened this door. She said, look what's in here. These are my pictures. And this mirror goes over that table. And I said, that is great. So why have you not hung this? And she said, oh, no. Men won't let me. He said, no holes in this sheetrock. He did. But he didn't tell me I couldn't. So I said, do you have a hammer? I'll run home and get some little hooks. We're going to have a picture hanging party today. She said, Ginger, I just don't think we should do that. Oh, James, he won't care. He won't say anything. He won't say anything to me. Well, they lived through it because they've been married 65 years.
In spite of Ginger.
In spite of Ginger. So anyway, and I was telling Kathy, because she's new to this clan, we raised our children in Sardis and together with Linda's children, all of y'all. They played together. We went to Callaway Gardens. So in our decorating career, we decided to put up wallpaper. So I got so excited this day. We were putting this wallpaper up, this cute little God, it was just great. And then all of a sudden I thought, Janice, the school bus has come. Amy's home by herself. So I jumped in the car and I went running home. And there's this lady on the steps of that second house we had lived in. That's how excited we got about our decorating. But over all the years, we have played volleyball with some of y'all in their front yard. We have had church picnics. We have made, I don't know how much ice cream that we have made involved in their house, my house, all at Sardis Baptist Church. So it has been some great times. And one of the other times we had was Janice could sew. If y'all don't know that, oh man, she could sew. So we got into country music. So y'all knew John, my first husband. Well, he liked country music. So we decide that we're going to go to downtown Atlanta to the old Atlanta Auditorium, and we're going to get to hear Johnny Cash and Lord Revolution. Jenny said we need new outfits. So she bought this plaid material, made us these long, beautiful skirts. We went to Mansour's, which was a store in Noonan. We paid more for white blouses that we saved up to wear to that concert than we would pay for a blouse today.
But tell them what they cost.
Well, I won't do that part.
Oh, yeah, you tell them. Okay, they were $6 each. No, they weren't. $6.99, and I thought that was tremendously expensive.
Anyway, we thought we were the cutest things, and of course, we had to get Ned and John outfits to match ours. So, and after that, we had been to Nashville with them. We had truly shared a friendship that is beyond anything. So, I'm going to tell y'all a little joke that I heard from Joel Osteen. So, this is not going to be a bad joke, okay? There was this old, not talking about people being married for a long time. There was this man that was 95 years old. And he was just strolling by a creek one day. And he thought he heard somebody talking, but he looked around and he didn't see anybody. Well, he heard it again. Man, look down. The man looked down, and there was a big green frog talking to him. He said, sir, pick me up. And the man said, okay. So he picked him up, and he said, I got a secret for you. If you give me a kiss, then I will turn into the prettiest princess, and I will be your wife forever. Well, the man looked at the frog, and he put him in his pocket. Well, the frog looked out the pocket and said, sir, did you not hear what I said? I did, frog. But at 95 years old, I'd rather have a top. Anyway, after 65 years, they have laughed together, like Donna said. And if they ever had any problems or anything, Janice never shared that with me. So I just want to say congratulations.
Well, she might have been the problem reason she didn't. See, that's possible.
Yes. But congratulations. Y'all are a wonderful family, and I do feel like I'm part of it. And thank you, Donna, for asking me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ginger.